Start stream. There we go. Yeah. Should be that. Okay, there we go. Stream's back. Okay. I don't know why stream was black for a while. Shit. Alright. We're taking her back to base. Where is everybody? Supposed to go talk to him? In the basement, maybe? Kai, I don't know where I'm going.
Bedrooms, I think.
Bedrooms? Let's check the bedrooms. Nope, that one's empty. Nope, that one's empty. Let's check basement. Nope. That one's...
Balcony?
Hmm. Oh, there he is. Louis sitting at his desk.
There may be some clues left behind.
In the snowy area.
We'll need to find 3 blood springs are always found in location. So, first we find missile, then expand our search radius from there. We can head out whenever you're ready.
Oh, okay. I was supposed to find 3 blood springs before we can move forward or something. I don't know. I got some haze from that. Oh, we could do the coral area now, Kai.
Yes, we can.
The
I
dry
definitely
trenches.
didn't go ahead and get up, clear the normal area and go up to the boss like I did for this, like I did for the swamp area on my own while I was waiting for you the other day. I really like this game, Bree.
I know you do. It's okay. I have other activities I do, and it's fine. I'm not. Alright, Kai. Sending you a distress signal.
Let's hunt down the source.
Wait, why are you sending me a distress signal?
Send you a distress signal? Me a distress signal?
Wait, are you sending me a distress signal?
Yes.
Why?
For the coral area. Oh, we gotta do it for you now, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Or...
I mean, technically, no. I could just try fighting her myself.
No, let's do it. Let's do it. We could
area,
literally do it single, bro.
yeah.
Single try again. Fucking hell. So easy, dude. What the fuck?
So easy. We're either over-leveled and or 2 people just made it so easy. And, you know, frankly, you know, it could just be that Mage was not the best build to go against her.
Maybe.
Well, now I think about it, I did fight her before I ever fought the Bug Lady.
Do I delete this? I'll delete that from YouTube. Okay. Okay. Send me a distress signal, Kai.
It's been sent like 5 hours ago.
Oh, sorry. I'm smooth-brained.
It's alright. So, okay, yeah. Does this offer me a higher vantage point? So you can't see it because of the... It does not. Because of the fog wall, but I'm looking at Mia on her knees, Jack standing there, and an ash pile in between them.
Yeah.
You can't see that because of the
I hope
fog.
we get
But
more
yeah.
information about who Jack is. That'd be kind of nice.
Look, there's Jack.
He looks cool.
He does.
Where'd he run off to? These ashes are the boys. Something's coming.
Look at that leg. That's her leg.
Yeah.
That's her whole ass leg right there. Bruh. Bruh
That was a
moment.
hand. Her weapon is kind of coolish. You're into
It's
the
like
big two-handed.
it's like
But
a
the halberd-
glaive. Or
Yeah, it's called like I think it's called like the water scythe or something like that.
oh yeah. Oh, cause the
The
scythe, the type of scythe that they actually used in like battle and shit, didn't
Yeah,
looked more
it's
like a curved spear than an actual like farmer's scythe.
Yeah. No, yeah, what she has right there, it's a war scythe is what it's called.
Yeah, yeah. Oh shit! Go 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 go! Ugh. Bitch, come here. Yeah, she does do slow stuff, but it's so minuscule. No, switch weapons, what are you doing? Why are you using the hammer, you silly? She did.
Assassin sickle, that's what.
Greater loss dispersed.
Ooh, vestige.
Let's keep our eyes open, all right?
A vestige?
Yeah. Through the ashes. She was holding a vestige. I'm watching the cutscene now.
Okay. Oh yeah, she does have a she does give you a vestige. I was just didn't pay attention like a silly
Oh, so
Billy.
Nikolai's walking off with Jack. And leaving Mia behind.
Yeah. I wonder what the lore is for that, you know? Hope we learn more about it or something, you know?
Oh, so long as we progress with the storyline and don't skip every cutscene.
I don't skip cutscenes.
Good.
I love the sword in my hand. I just
Oh,
could bonk Louis upside the head with it while turning around.
that reminds me. Do you want Yakumo's weapon?
It'd be kind of cool to have his weapon.
Yeah. Go back to the pub and go to him and just give him gifts. Actually, you go to receive and you can see how much trade points you need. And the way it works, you got all the old materials and whatnot you get. You can give them to him. Different ones will give more points to different people. Like books, they give more with Louis. I think food stuff gives the most points with Yakumo, but everything will
Oh
give
yeah, because
points.
he actually cares about eating because of
Yeah.
yeah, because he cares about eating people food and shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yakumo. Oh, my lady friend is
It seems I can restore the blood code of a vestige's creator. If you find
Mm.
any, it could.
restore vestige. Repairing my Atlas vestige, bro.
Damn it all. The whole place is swarming with horrors. We need to get out of here fast.
Wait, Ricky. Some of our people are injured.
Leave them behind. We don't have the numbers to sit around defending the wounded.
There's a building surrounded by a
Alright,
moat.
where is Mia?
I'll skip this stuff so I can. Yakumo's
Did you ever find Mia?
memories. Nope, I don't know where she is.
Oh, you know what? I bet we have to go complete the coral
Those
place, then we
who
can
might be able
talk to her.
stay with the injured, I guess. In a way, I'm the
Because I
one
want
who
her
left the
gun.
along with everyone who followed him. In the end, all of us who chose to stay. Maybe if we had talked it out more, we could have found a way to stick together. Maybe then.
What's done is done, bro.
That's true. Still,
Move on, move forward,
well,
bro.
it's not like I'll find the answer now.
Love you, Yakumo. Kisses. Mwah. You're a good boy. It's okay, buddy. No, now Yakumo's gone. Where'd he go? Fuck! I want to talk to you, bro. Stop moving.
He's somewhere.
There he
If you're
is.
looking for the after what happened, I think everything should be fine. But maybe later you should go see her too.
Okay, exchange. I just need trading. I need 50 trading points with him.
Ooh, that's a lot. Alright, yeah, give him everything you got.
Whoa, are you serious? There's still sake around in this condition? Let's celebrate tonight. Y'all have to make sure.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yakumo's-
he really loved the sake. If you give him the sake, he's like, "Yo, bro, you got sake, dude." That's great.
Yeah. Yep. I just
Fragrant
talked to
tea.
Yakumo and said, yeah, if you're looking for Mia, she's resting. It'd be best you give her a while, aka go do other story stuff until you've reached yeah.
Until the thing moves forward, yeah.
Until you're ready to go to snow biome.
Yeah.
Which won't happen until after you complete Coral Lands. While you do what you're doing, I'm gonna go real quick check with any of the old places, see if there's any people that need me to do
But
things.
since I have the chance, I'll be sure to make the most out of this fine fare.
You better, Yakumo. Nearly died getting those noodles. Yeah, I have 8 trading points with Yakumo. Yeah, that's a long time, bro. Just giving him shit that I've gotten.
And if you go to the first area the first level, if you want to call it, and the outer crossroads, there's that guy who deals in materials.
Yeah.
Trade valuables. So yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, so I figured it out. So, yeah, he'll have, for items that give better value to him, give more trading points, he'll have, like, a special voice line for that item. Like, I gave him, like, a comic book, and he was like, oh, I guess this has some value, whatever. But then I gave him the noodles, and he's like, yo, I've never had these kind of noodles before, I'll fucking try them out this time. And then that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember with Louis, he was saying something about when I gave him a manga. He was like, "Oh yeah, Yakumo said I should read this one and move on." Okay, so yeah, I'm actually at the guy right now, the valuable seller, And so yeah, he's got a variety of things, and those old world materials are basically the currency you use for him.
Yeah.
So I got 22 of them right now, so I could buy a lot of stuff. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And oh yeah, because I did one of the depth things for him, he had some more stuff for me. Yeah, this is why it's important to go back and check out the other areas, because you never know when people are going to show up after you progress things, and maybe
Oh,
you want to
definitely.
check
Definitely.
out. Yeah, which is a cool thing to do, give you a reason to go back to check old worlds. You can always tell because when you first load up in the area, the map will show them all at all times, and it'll give the little red circle. So yeah, like, oh yeah, here we go. I just went back to the garage, and the redheaded dude who we gave that month worth of stuff to, the one who was hunting the human girl, is here, ready for me to talk to him for stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him.
All right, so you want me to deal with the lost over in the park? Where are these other guys? You are over there, so that's easy to get to.
Wait, you're the Crimson Sword.
Oh hey, it's that guy from earlier.
Hey, let me just say, I don't have time for dealing with folks like you. I'm in a tight enough spot already. Now the Lost are slowing me down.
Okay, that's
Damn
an
it all.
easy one to do.
I just want to find a blood spring for everyone. The Lost over in the park? There's nothing I can do about them.
Alright, you want me to go deal with
Maybe
the
we-
lost in the park? I'll fucking go deal with the lost in the park.
Oh, first go to the stairway, to the, I mean, are there directions in this thing? Yeah, to the west. If you open the
Yeah,
big map,
I see
yeah,
him.
there's the guy on the stairwell who lost his weapon.
Oh, it's you again.
Oh, Matthias!
You're Revenant,
Or
right?
Matthew, bro.
Guess I am too. I'm no longer human. I've died and come back.
I love your voice, dude.
It's you again.
It's great.
I'm no longer human. That's why I tried to fight the Lost too. They killed me, and I ended up dropping my weapon. Now I'm so scared I can barely move.
Want me to get your weapon back, bro?
There's missiles that climb up.
I just picked up his weapon. Oh my goodness, it is junk. Battered weapon, really? This is what you're using, bro?
Yeah, some of these people are just barely hanging. Alright, I'm gonna go get his weapon. Alright, let's go get his weapon. Goddamn, bro. I had like 3 monsters all hit me, so I was actually stun locked. And there was literally nothing I could do.
Pulled through.
Yeah.
Quite valuable. Let's use it well.
The horrors from the... Okay, so I'm trying to figure out, so the monsters all around here, these lost, these aren't the horrors of the Great Collapse that set this all up. what I know of the world's history is that we found these boar parasites that would basically let us kind of make revenants. Oh my goodness, I never got this chest before. Cool. Um.
I won't take long.
And so we made, and then shortly after that, shortly after we found the parasites that let us make revenants, the horrors of the Great Collapse, or the Great Collapse happened, which I'm not quite sure what it was. I don't
So
know what the Great
you
Collapse
you
was.
see like all these giant spikes sticking out of buildings and shit, you know?
No, that isn't the Great Collapse.
No, it's not.
That's from the Queen.
Oh yeah, that is from the Queen. That's right. They talk about
Oh,
that.
yeah, those are her Thorns of Judgment, which was an attack of hers. So, so yeah, the Great Collapse happened, which I'm gonna guess is going to be why there's giant holes in the ground everywhere. I'm gonna assume it's a literal Great Collapse. And then
Maybe.
the horrors of the Great Collapse come, which I don't know what those are. They're not the Lost. The Lost are revenants who've, got lost in themselves. So yeah, as part of fighting the horrors of the Great Lost, we made a revenant who was like super duper badass, aka Cruz, aka the Queen.
Stay alert.
She went into a blood frenzy, and then we all went queen hunting to deal with her.
Yeah, Operation Queen Slayer, and that's why like the swords are called like Queen Slayers and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So, and afterwards, so now that we've survived basically 2 apocalypses, we are now trying to recover. There's the mist, and then there's the mist veil thing that's kind of keeping this whole area a prison, preventing any of us from leaving. Supposedly it's to stop any of the horrors from getting out to the rest of the world, but we actually have no idea if if the horrors of the Great Collapse have already made it out into the rest of the world or not. We don't know, or at least as far as I've gotten in the storyline, we don't know.
Yeah. Where the heck
Alright,
is
and that
that?
last guy is over by the pit. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's over by that. Alright. He's standing right by the ladder, it looks.
Yeah.
Okay.
A
Oh.
shadow of the world before the great collapse. All down at once.
Fortunately, if you just run past all the guys, they don't go past the kind of trailers, carrier semi-truck things into the actual area of the Great Pit, because it's considered a new area, so they won't cross it. Like when we were co-oping, there was a mist barrier there, so they wouldn't cross that border.
Yeah.
Okay, so he wants me to deal with a monster of a lost somewhere in this hole, so let's head on
Love your
down.
cowl, dude. That looks good.
Monster of a lost in that hole. And it's cut me off from. I need to go look for them. Hey. Are they still? Damn it.
Hey, by the way, have you returned the weapon yet?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, if you keep going up those stairs, there's a thing where you activate the map. Behind that, there's some boxes with a chest in it. I only just now found that, so I don't know if you ever got that or not.
Behind the stairs?
No, so go to the very top of the stairs all the way,
Uh-huh.
and then you'll see the little white flower with a blue thing on top. Thing you activate to get the map. Go behind that, there's some boxes and stuff. Smash those up, and then there's a chest.
Okay. He says that there's somebody in the pit. I don't see anybody in the pit.
Yeah, I'm checking that out right now.
Alright, see what you find. Because I
I'm
don't
gonna
want.
guess it's actually in the next area. In the misty areas. Well, basically the area we just beat the boss of.
Okay.
Yes, I can, Mia. Yep, I can indeed go ahead on my own. And yeah, I got close enough, and it gave me a little symbol saying, yeah, there's an item to pick up here. The dog tags of his friends. So
Oh, okay.
Might be better
let's
to
get a
move
little
forward.
deeper in here so I can open up the map and see where am I going. Oh my goodness, it's right here by the first. It's right here by the first blood.
Yeah, usually the the quest objectives are in an area that's easy to access.
Yeah, it's literally right by the first.
Yeah, that's
The
what I'm doing,
blood
Louie.
mission.
I'm running away from my problems. Alright.
Yes, I can, Mia. I 100% can go ahead on my own. I could in fact disable you as a partner altogether. I could go with no partners at all.
Behind the, you said go up the stair, all the way up to the top of the stairs.
Yes, and you'll see the little map thing,
Yeah.
and then smash the boxes behind it.
Oh my god, they really hid that.
Right?
GXH Assault +1. See what it looks like. Ooh, what is it? Wait, it's A, right?
Ooh, it's mine time.
Yeah, it's yours, the spikies.
Too heavy for me, but
Okay, now to go to the swamp area. It's by the first mistle, you said?
yeah, right by the first missile.
Okay.
Okay, now to go to the park. Your pit is enormous, Mia.
A woo.
Slut.
The mist makes it hard to tell how big this place is.
Wait, that's...
Oh my god. Walks 3 steps, grabs the dog tags, goes back.
Right. Yep, such a horrible creature. And to be fair, the monsters down there are scary, but
But still, like you would expect, like, oh, maybe a creature standing next to it or something. Like,
yeah.
they plant creatures for the other, like, side quests.
Alright, now we use this missile to teleport over to the park.
Oh, the guy is gone now.
Sorry. I'm on my way.
Sorry, I'm on my way.
Take them all down at once. Did you pick up something we can use?
I mean, like, yeah, we can just run past all the monsters, but sometimes I'm like, well, smack a few.
Be sure they don't flank us.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, that's me. What level are you?
35. So I got a lot from beating the lady.
Yeah. Where am I going? I'm going to the park.
Yeah, the government protective shelter I live in started having a serious blood bead shortage. So we hiked out here to look for blood beads. Dangerous places like this where Cerberus doesn't hunt the lost. No, I'm not turning back. Not until I have some blood beads.
You're an idiot.
I can't I've got a family back home, that's... Yeah, I've got a
Okay.
wife. She's way too good for me, too.
No, don't say that, Daryl. Your wife's great. She loves you probably. She probably give you kissy for you. She miss you probably. You're just an idiot for coming all the way out here, you dumbass. You're a dummy dumb.
Which way to go? That's all down
Double
at once.
checking. Alright, no one person. Yeah. All that's left then is to either go do the new depth that we have unlocked or Coral
Handled
Lands.
that pretty well. Crossroads. Which way we
Wait a minute. I promised I would beat the boss and then I was gonna go draw.
You did.
be sure
I do wanna go draw. I'm really bad.
Alrighty then.
I'm really bad. Like
No, go.
this
go for
week,
it, please.
this week has been like a draw week for me. Like where I'm feeling drawing, I've been drawing.
Go for it. Enjoy. Has the fun.
I will.
I'm gonna play. I'm not sure what I'm gonna play. Probably some art.
All right, go eat some dinosaurs.
Yeah, been playing around on the new map, Genesis Part 2.
Nice, dude. How is it?
Oh, it's interesting in concept. I'm not crazy about it. First of all, they give everyone the new tech suit.
Uh-huh.
Like right off the bat, like you die, boom, they'll give you a new one right away. So you will always have the new tech suit, which does not, however, consume element.
Mm-hmm.
But even if it did, it wasn't a big deal because element is super easy to come across. The map is basically split up into two areas. One's kind of a little Garden of Eden area. The other one's been corrupted by Rockwell. And then there's a space in between them that is literal space. And every night, that space area randomly changes. It's all the rocks change, and what is on those rocks change as well. But
Mm-hmm.
for icing, most of the time you can get element stuff from them very easy. So element dust is not hard to come by, and element shards, and
Nice.
therefore element is, it's definitely not tech is not going to be a big requirement here.
I gotcha.
One creature of particular note, new creature that I found in the space area, and I just tamed one, is a void worm. Basically, take a wyvern, make it tech, and yeah, it's a tech wyvern.
Nice.
Yeah, its breath weapon is interesting. So I can't call it a cone because it's a two-dimensional thing. It's completely flat. So I'll call it a fan. But yeah, kind of like a D&D style. It is a fan, a 90-degree fan
A 90-degree fan.
of electricity that kind of does the same effect as either the jellyfish or maybe the electric eel. I don't know if that's as strong as the jellyfish one. But yeah, it's kind of that stunning electric thing. Not super damaging, but yeah, kind of stuns you, knocks you off your mount. Or maybe it's because your mount's getting stunned, I'm not sure. But because it's so flat, it's and you fight the void worm in space,
Mm-hmm.
where you got three-dimensional movement. It's really easy to dodge. Just press space bar, you float up a little bit, and hey, look, it's underneath me, so I'm just gonna shoot it in the head several times while it's busy breathing electricity underneath me. Yeah.
Why a fan?
Yeah.
So strange.
Yeah. But I am excited because I recently found out that Bloodstalkers are in the map. So are those Magnamar guys, which apparently are super used in PvP, which I can understand. They're super chaotic in their movement. I've got to try taming one and seeing if I can figure out their movements. They may or may not be a neat way of traveling. But yeah, we got full tech suit right off the bat, and so the devs deliberately designed the map with in mind that everyone will always have tech. I've yet to find any caves or anything in the light. There's the mission things like there was in Genesis 1.
Mhm.
Though it's not all spread out anymore. It's just spread out. You'll find various nodes, and from those you can access the whole list of them.
I get you.
So you don't have to, you don't have to do the volcano race. You don't have to go to the volcano. You can just select the volcano. I mean, there actually isn't a volcano race. There actually isn't a volcano area at all, as far as I've seen.
Mhm.
But yeah, yeah. From what I'm guessing, from what I've picked up on the story, basically you are on a colony ship, uh, that is jumping from world to world, trying to find a hospital one. That's why the space area in between the two sections changes. This place used to be unmanned by a bunch of humans, but we don't know why. And Rockwell is somehow on the ship and is trying to corrupt and take over the ship. So you're going to be doing missions which will somehow disrupt what Rockwell is doing, and I'm going to eventually let you fight and kill Rockwell for good.
I'm guessing that Genesis 2 is a prequel to the main Ark game.
No, it
Map
can't be because Rockwell's
Island.
attacking, and
Yeah,
chronologically it goes
chronolo
Island.
chronologically, then Rockwell would have probably gotten away, went down to the island or something. I don't know. I'm just giving
And
ideas.
no, because no, because what was it? The storyline is, he was a researcher, a very well loved one, on Island. He got recruited by some Alpha tribe, or got kidnapped, kind of recruited by an Alpha tribe, while Helena got basically kept as prisoner. Then they all ended up in Scorched Earth. Rockwell kind of discovered about Element and has been studying it exclusively. They do Scorched Earth. They eventually end up in Aberration, where Rockwell finds out so much more about Element and eventually ejects Element straight into himself, which is what mutates him and makes him become the tentacle mass thing. And they somehow make him become the overseer of Aberration. So he can never escape, just doomed to die again and again. But then the events of extinction happen, all the arcs come crashing down, including the broken Aberration one that Rockwell's tracked on. So he's then on
Mm.
Earth. Yeah. In fact, at the very end, it kind of zooms in on the Aberration thing, and you hear a deep rumbling voice. But if you listen if you listen close, you can kind of hear it. It's coming for you.
Oh, okay.
Say, and then Genesis Part 2, you're in a simulation for where we test survivors, but there's some weird glitches going on, and you fight the main boss, and it's Rockwell who's been trying to take over the simulation. You eventually beat him. You wake up to realize, hey, you're on a spaceship. Let's get you with the most latest up to tech gear because we're well equipped here. What's this Rockwell tentacle coming to try to rip away from you while you're on the spaceship? How's Rockwell on the spaceship? What's going on?
Mhm. Mhm. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a spoilers for the entire arc storyline so
Bro, I
far.
wasn't gonna beat the bosses anyways, so it's fine.
Honestly, most of the bosses wouldn't have told you much. It was you learn a lot of this by reading the
Codexes and shit.
yeah,
Makes
or going
sense.
or doing what I did. Go on the wiki to read the codexes in English because a lot of them are in Japanese, some are in Egyptian because the little module nodes that are stuck in our hands act as universal translators.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
Also, up until actually no, yeah, all of them. Uh, at the very least, up to extinction, all of the codexes and everything are
Both.
uh, yeah, the events as everything went to shit Helena and the gang ended up
Okay,
on
it's
Earth.
complete a sentence, Kai. You keep stopping midway
Yeah.
through your
Okay.
sentences.
Let me put it this way: the final codex was written before your character woke up on the island.
Mhm.
That's part of the reason why you don't come across anybody and everything's in ruins. Everything happened a long time ago. Now you get to go follow the traces. And go do what they could not do and beat the King Alpha King Titan. Um, but because one thing of interest is Helena was the first one to ascend, which is what you do when you beat Alpha King Titan. You ascend and become basically what happened to old humanity, become kind of metaphysical stuff,
Yeah.
like Helena did, and a lot of them became the Overseer. But uh, Helena was the one who somehow figured out, hey, you just died? I see your soul, because apparently we've advanced far enough that we can synthesize souls and whatnot. I see your soul, I'm grabbing that, and I'm making a new body and putting it back in. In fact,
Mhm.
I'm going to do this for all the survivors. Survivors, death is no longer something you have to fear of. This is why you guys respawn now, because I'm deliberately doing this.
Nice. What a nice
Yep.
lady, Helena. You're so nice.
Yeah. Though technically, actually, after the extinction events of you being extinction, that should then theoretically disappear. So I don't know why. In Genesis, it understands why I respawn. You're in a simulation. I don't understand why we respawn in Genesis Part 2, because we're back in the real world, but after the events of extinction. I think.
Because you're playing a video game.
I know. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it took them until, extinction for them to eventually give a in-game reason for why you respond.
Yeah.
Okay. So something I'm gonna want to try to have accomplished once we actually have a base that isn't in the swamps of Saxony. I think, if we end up making our own bases and whatnot later on, I think Cortana will want her base to always be rain. It might not even be Cortana specifically. It's just a concept I like. Mostly because I woke up this morning to it being heavily rain and it rained for several hours. It's like, I like the rain. Wouldn't it be cool if you had a base? If it was like, like just your place. Not the whole land. Like, even if it was like literally just your house. Your castle, your manor, whatever. It was always raining there. How hard it was raining, you could vary. Uh, whether randomly or maybe by your conscious effort or a dial on the wall, but always it's raining. You design the architecture and whatnot to be such. Above the castle there's like some sort. There's a permanent rain clouds or something. I have an idea or two to kind of explain how it happens, but yeah.
I mean, bro, you go, you do you, bro. Also,
Yeah.
how is finding my body?
Do you want me to describe to you how we found it?
Yes, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me.
You played Red Dead Redemption 2, right?
Yes, I love
Did
Red
you
Dead.
ever find any of the the serial killer stuff?
Yes! I love the
Do you-
serial killer quest line, but I also hated it.
Yeah. Do you remember the one where the body was strung up underneath the bridge? The top half of the torso was, at least.
Uh-huh.
The legs were somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were like that. You were the top half of a torso,
Oh.
declawed, defanged, strung up.
Oh.
Yeah. Declawed, defanged, strung up. And there was a sign that read, these roads are ours. Or these are our roads. So of course we cut you down. Gave you a little burial that we could.
Uh-huh.
And then I wrote on the sign, then we shall pave them with your corpses.
Oh, and yes.
Later on, we came across some adventurers who had been ambushed by the bandits and managed to get away, luckily for them. But they were beat up, robbed, and all that stuff. But they had said that one of them was wearing a white hide
E.
loincloth or something of the like. So I was like, oh, those bastards! They do not get to wear my friend. I am going to murder them. I hate everything in the swamp. And in fact, I hate the fact that it's a swamp even more so, because do you know why, Bree? Because I
What?
can't burn down the swamp. It's too wet.
Yeah.
It also didn't help that we were rolling like shit for all of our exploratory things. The
Uh-huh.
only thing that ever went well was my hunting. You know, finding game and hunting for people. But you know, it's like we rarely ever came across good stuff. It was, and it really helped because it was thematic for the swamp is a horrible place that nobody likes.
Yeah. Except for those bastard bandits.
Yeah. Right side, it seems there's only 3 of them, so
Yeah.
yeah, which I'm grateful for because I was expecting like a whole bandit clan or tribe or something.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, gonna make killing them easier.
But yeah.
Yep.
I didn't even get to see my attackers, bro. It was just boom, you did the 3 rolls, and then I died.
Yeah. Oh, so sad.
I have a gnarly scar on my tail.
You don't say.
No, my dead body, my dead afterlife form,
Soul.
soul
Yeah.
form has a gnarly scar on my tail.
Yeah. Yeah, Joe told us that you're gonna be in Inverness and you're serving Tiamat and whatnot.
Aw, I was
Working there.
hoping that would be a surprise.
It's a surprise in character because we don't know shit about that. But looking to free Tiamat, you ambitious girl, I like it. Especially since I'm curious how it's going to turn out when all the dragons shift alignment.
Yeah,
Will
because then that'd be a
Tiamat-
good thing. Then Tiamat would be in power more because all of her children bullshit would be the good guys.
If Tiamat and Bahamut also switch. But Bree, what if they don't?
And they
What if
don't.
the gods are exempt to the little faction to the whatever's causing all the dragons to switch alignment?
Maybe, I don't know. Just we'll
Yeah,
see.
we won't know. Only Joe knows.
Only Joe knows who's pulling the strings.
Only Joe knows if Bahama and Tiamat will also switch sides. And here's the other thing, thinking back. Right now, the dragons, I don't know if it's only the metallic dragons, but I know dragons in general hold a lot of sway in Quinatar. So I'm curious how things are going to change.
It's gonna be a
Actually, no,
power struggle.
there might be a little minor civil war as suddenly the evil dragons now, or the good dragons now want to be in charge, and of the now evil and the now evil dragons are are in power
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
it's gonna be a power struggle. And
But then again, Bree, I actually don't know a whole lot about how the good and evil dragons get along right now. I know that dragons as a whole have major power in Quinatar, both good and evil, and I don't know how how they deal with it. Uh, all most of our experiences with dragons so far has actually been with chromatics.
no,
We had we had
the gold
yeah we
dragon that gave us all those like or the silver dragon, whatever the fuck his name,
plat
whatever color
yeah
he was called a
this
platinum, but he wasn't a platinum.
right, that was a title or something. But yeah, he's the only metallic we've dealt with.
And then Louis's ancestor or whatever the fuck, his house
His
leader,
dead ancestor,
his dead ancestor is a gold.
right? But we do right, but
And
actual
then
living
Tarka's
ones
mom is a white, so but
and the
that you guys never got to we got to never interact with her yet.
yeah, and only Louis and Nikki dealt with the dragon spirit. So as a party, we only actually ever really met that white one who was causing a minor blizzard, and then the platinum one. Actually, I've encountered a dragon in my own backstory. Bree, do you want to hear new Cortana's backstory?
Yeah, what's new? The other Cortana's backstory.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see if I can. Let's see here. Open up roll 20. That's YouTube, not roll 20. Okay.
How do I save this preset? Fuck, I want to save it. Is it. Save new brush preset. Call this
That's old Cortana.
blur.
Here we go. Okay.
Save.
Do you want to hear old Cortana's character backstory first?
Sure.
Okay. The right one. Yes. Okay. Right. No, this is the new Cortana. Where's the old Cortana? Oh my goodness, that's right. I never actually wrote down the backstory for old Cortana. At least I don't think I did. Okay. So, but I do have quite a bit. I do have some info on her. So, the old Cortana, aka by her actual birth name, Shava Aloro,
Mhm.
half-elven female, second child, eldest daughter of the Duke and Duchess of Lantaroon. Um, you know, her father, Roland, the Duke of Lantaroon, is an elf, and it's his family that held the tile. And her mother, Mariella, is a half-elf. Her name, and they are the family Aloru. Roland and Marielle had 6 kids. Going down the list by their current ages, there's Adrian, age 34. Uh, Shava, the current or the first Cortana, age 29. Barian, age 25. Kaylin, age 23. Daerith, age 19. Enna, age 16. And Fiven, age 14.
Mm.
Uh, Naturally, as they were, aristocratic, son of a duke and duchess, they were more raised by guardians, nannies, and whatnot than their actual parents. But aristocratic lifestyle, grew up in their castle. Shava found it easy to make friends, loved being around people, high charisma, sorcerer. Uh, they come from an old and storied family, and it fell to her to preserve the name. Uh, when she was young, she began to develop a bit of her magic sorcery, and a traveling stranger recognized her inherent gifts and taught her how to control them. And kind of, she had just begun to, learn, realize, oh my goodness, I have magics. What the heck am I doing? Oh my goodness, I can't control this. I don't know what I'm doing. Ah!
Mhm.
An old traveling guy came along, uh, not wearing a mask, but was dressed kind of a little similar to what Cortana wears. Cloak, but he did show his face. He wasn't that mysterious. I was like, you've got the makings of a sorceress in you. Let me teach you how to control your power, because I'm
Mhm.
also a sorcerer. And yeah, he taught her how to control her gifts. Um, I remember, actually, yeah, I remember. No one knows why or how Cortana got her gifts, or got her magical powers. Uh, if it ran in the family, it has been so long that it has been forgotten of. No one is really sure where or how her powers originated from. Just she developed them. It was also a little strange because she was the stone sorcerer. Not like a draconic sorcerer or anything. Like is so common amongst sorcerers in Quinatar. This land of elves and dragons.
Yeah.
So yeah, no one's really sure where she got it. Um, but yeah, basically, she wanted to prove to herself and to her family, uh, mostly to herself, that she's the eldest daughter of the Duke and Duchess, but second child. So she would not, unless something happened to her eldest brother, she would not be inheriting the title of Duke and Duchess. She'd probably do a political marriage down the
Yeah.
line.
Okay,
But
sure.
before she wanted to do all that, she wanted to prove to herself that she could be self-sufficient without her family's coddling and all that whatnot.
Yeah.
And so yeah, she took on the guys and did some adventuring. Later on, made up Cortana. Cortana's backstory is I'm a little orphan. I'm a little orphan. Uh, came from this orphan. Came from I'm a little orphan girl, and I want and I wanted to be you know, a spellcaster. So I came to the armillary because they're the magic peoples, and I studied with them. And if I recall correctly, I think I had Cortana trying to pass off as a wizard or something. I'm not exactly sure. It's been a long while, and I don't think Joe ever paid much attention to it, so kind of fell to the wayside. But yeah, joined the armillary uh, under the pretense of I'm a super smart person. I can tinker and stuff. Because the armillary intelligence is a big qualifier there. Yeah,
Mhm.
and then let's see here. And so now we move on to Kayleen Alaro, the fourth child, second eldest daughter of the Duke and Duchess of Lantaroon.
Nice.
Yeah. So One of those. Okay. So, Kaelin Aloro, fourth child of Roland and Merilel Aloro, the Duke and Duchess of Lantiroon. Like the rest of the Aloro children, Kaelin was raised under the watchful eyes of nannies, bodyguards, tutors, and other staff in the service of their very busy parents. Kaelin, like her brother Barian, liked to get into mischief around the castle, sneaking away from their appointed guardians, listening in and spying through keyholes, picking the lots and going into parts of the castle they weren't supposed to, sneaking out into the city without their monitors, and other sorts of misbehavior. In her teen years, Kaelin mellowed out a little on the mischief, and instead found an interest in horseback riding, archery, and hunting. When she was 15, a traveling merchant was in town selling his wares. Amongst his various goods was a prototype of a new ranged weapon called a musket. Curiosity struck Kaelin, and she purchased the weapon and ammunition. She was amazed at the loudness of the weapon, as was much of the castle, when she first used it. It didn't take long for her father to send her off to the forest, far away from the castle, to practice with her new toy. The little noise it was making. And practice she did. With such a loud weapon, it was imperative she sneak up on her target and ensure the first attack lands, or her prey would flee at the sound of it, and she rarely got an opportunity to take a second shot. When her sister Shava showed signs of sorcery, Kaelin was envious of her sister's magic, and excited at the prospect that she too would one day wield magical powers. In preparation, she studied magic alongside her sister, both learning what they could of magic and helping each other. Why she's proficient with Arcana despite not being a spellcaster. But as the years passed, Kaelin began to realize that only Shava had developed any magical powers, and none of the rest of the Aloro children showed any signs of it. She was dejected, but eventually got over it. When Kaelin was 19, she was out in the forest, hunting as she often did, when she noticed the birds had gone silent, a clear sign a predator was near. She heard a twig snap behind her, but before she could finish turning to the sound, something struck her in the back of the head, and she lost consciousness. She awoke a time later, her head throbbing, her limbs bound by thick vines, and in a dark cave of some sort. As she stirred and looked around, she saw a young green dragon nearby, watching her. A wall of thorny briars stood between them, preventing her escape even were she unbound. The dragon, whose name was Killathrax, assured her no further harm would be brought to her so long as she did as it said. She was to be held there until her father granted the dragon's request to give the family's hunting grounds and all the surrounding forests to be the dragon's domain, and off limits to the humanoids. Her father, of course, had initially refused such a ridiculous request, but now his daughter was being held prisoner and thus gave in to Kilthrax's demands. True to its words, it did not harm her, but merely kept her captive for 3 months' time. It would have kept her longer as collateral to ensure her father did not go back on their deal, but a group of adventurers came forth and slew the young dragon and rescued her. Her father had sent the adventurers in secret, and much time was spent trying to find the dragon's lair without letting it become aware of their presence. But those 3 months were not spent just sitting in a cell. She studied the dragon, the effects its poison had on animals and plants, and questioned the dragon about such things, although it did not always bother to answer her. When she returned to the castle, she spent some time recovering. Kilthrax did not harm her, but it also didn't feed her well enough, nor did she get much opportunity to exercise, locked in her cell of stone and briar. So she read and questioned the family's medicine man. She learned quite a bit about medicine and poisons during those months of recovery, where she got the proficiency with herbalism and poisoner. Kaelin was sad to see her sister go, but she understood what she was doing and why she felt the need to do so. Shava wanted to prove to herself that she was more than just some spoiled noble's daughter. She was surprised, however, to see her sister and her hidden identity at the party for the king. It had been a couple months since her sister had left home, and aside from an incident with a white dragon, the family had heard nothing of her since. If you recall, Cortana had basically given the white dragon a tablet. Said, go to Lantaroon and give this to the Duke and Duchess there. And the tablet was basically, hey, Mom and Dad, could you do me a solid and put this dragon up in the hot springs? Appreciate it. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see here. There we go. Her family had heard nothing from her since. She did her best to ignore her sister, not wanting to draw any attention to her undercover sister. But then the attack on the king happened. Caitlin had no weapons on hand and was in a formal party dress, not exactly fighting gear. So she joined the rest of the guests and fled the party. The last she saw as she looked over her shoulder was her sister calling out to that monstrous man in that outrageous armor. Using a lot of words Caitlin knew her mother would heavily disapprove of. 2 days later, she had heard about the hero Cortana throwing a wild party at the local blacksmith. Caitlin, like any self-respecting Lantaroon girl, knew how to party and made her way to the party. She soon enough found her way to her sister and thanked Cortana for her service to the crown on behalf of the Loro family, and asked if they could speak in more private settings. Once alone, the two sisters hugged and reconnected. Shava talked about her adventures, her upcoming project with her sword, and how now that she thinks about it, she is technically out of a job now. The task force she was a part of had completed their mission. She is now a hero and has made enough money she could set herself up for a long time. For life if she was wise with her money. It didn't take as long as she thought, but she proved she didn't need her parents' wealth or name to be a success. Caitlin was once again envious of her sister. She asked Shava what she was going to do next, and was surprised when she said, "Nothing. Gonna finish my sword, then go home. I've been ducking it long enough, but I know Mom and Dad want to get me married off. Now that I've done this, I'm at peace. I proved to myself I can be great if I wanted to." Caitlin asked, what about her Cortana? She was just made a hero and is now going to just disappear? Shava gave it some thought, and then surprised her sister by asking, "You want to be her? It's pretty easy." And so the two sisters spent the next several days getting Caitlin all caught up on what it meant to be Cortana, and had her tested out by attending a party or two with her in the mask and hood, and Shava pretending to be Caitlin. The two sisters looked enough alike like that to strangers or the drunk they could be easily mistaken. Shava wrote a detailed journal for her, in Elvish and using a simple alphabet replacement the two had made on the spot. It was nothing complex, but to a casual observer it would look like an unknown script. At the end of the week, the two parted ways, Shava returning to Lantaroon, and Cortana made her way to meet up with Nicole to help her with her problem, whatever that is. So that's the backstory of Kaylin, who is now Cortana.
Nice.
Yeah. Because of how non-intrusive our party is, slash poor memory and paying attention skills of Nicole, no one seems to have really picked up in character on the Switch. You know, all the players were content with the fact that, she's changed classes, but aside from like maybe one or two questions that of course Cortana lied about, nah, no one's picked up on it. The funny thing is, Happy is apparently has just as bad memory as Nicole, and so very easily believes me when she says, "Oh, wait, I thought this happened in the past." No, you're definitely remember wrong. I definitely did not send a letter to my parents. I'm an orphan. Didn't you? I mean, I remember you casting spells before. Like you know cantrips, right? Sure. I just don't feel the need to use them. Because she originally, when she first joined the party, is like the explanation was like, "Yeah, my sword is going to be on a working project for quite a while, so I'm going to have to use this other weapon I bought to explain why I'm not using my greatsword, and have greatly changed up my fighting style altogether."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Victor's not there to tell the difference either.
Yep. Sin is not intrusive enough to question. Nikki doesn't remember well enough and doesn't pay enough attention to have noticed the changes. Because you know what, Cortana, that's similar enough. You know, I made sure to note some things, but nobody questioned. I think part of it was, you know, they only knew Cortana for, you know, a not a super long time. So, you know, a changing, you know, so long as it wasn't something major, like, you know, no longer liking parties, uh, it was easy to not, it was easy to not tell the difference. I still liked smithing. I still was a part of the armillery. I still liked to party. So as far as you know, as little as the party cared to check, no, same person.
Yeah. Yo, when I died, I was like super fucking salty.
I bet.
I was so fucking salty. I was like, fuck off! I hate you! I was like, I
Oh.
don't like being dead. And then he was like, I know. And I was like, this is stupid. But then I was meeting people and they were like, yeah, so we're gonna all meet Tiamat soon. You're gonna help us. And I was like, cool, fine. Let's do this. Let's meet Tiamat, bros. So yeah.
You are so easy to recruit for our cause.
What? I'm dead. Doesn't fucking matter anymore. Might as well.
Bree, you're dead. What you do now matters all the more, because now it's going to affect you for eternity.
I'm
You're
already
gonna.
in Avernus, dude. It's not really. There's not much more I can really fucking, you know.
Yes, there is. There's like 8 more layers of the hells you could go down, where it gets worse and worse.
I don't want to go down there though. I'm nice where I find where I
Exactly.
am.
Yeah. Just don't go drinking out of the river Styx, unless you don't like your memories.
And like a a Tarka, I made a Tarka off of the alignment switch. She was gonna be connected to the alignment switch, but Joseph was like, "Okay, I'll see I'll make that a surprise, whatever the fuck it is, however you're connected." And I was like, "Cool, sounds good."
Right, right.
So I was
Because
gonna
we
go
just
and
went
be
over it.
mischievous with you guys, and you'd hear about Dragonborn causing mischief in the countryside.
Yeah.
Instead, I died on the first fucking night by myself.
It was so sad. This is apparently why people do adventures in groups. But no, this swamp is just horrible and awful, and everyone hates it. Hmm. In other news, I made myself bracers of firearms. So
Nice.
basically, it's bracers of archery, but for guns, because the archeries technically only work for longbows and short bows. So I made this for pistols and muskets. So yeah, I am now got a +2 to my damage, and I already
Nice.
have the fighting style, so I already have that +2. And so yeah, when we hit level 8, I'm going to pick up. I'll probably pick up Elven Accuracy. I'm not sure if I was going to go for Elven Accuracy or Sharpshooter, but I think I'm going to go for Elven Accuracy. And then when I hit level 10, because I'm a rogue, I get a feat, or I get an ASI at 10, I'm going to pick up Sharpshooter. And then my build will be more or less complete. Sharpshooter, Elven Accuracy, Gunner, basically I'll be shooting. Well, let's pull up the thing so I can actually tell the numbers of what I'll be doing at that point. So proficiency bonus will have gone up by then. Before. Avignon. So I'll be, let's see here, minus 5 if I'm doing the sharpshooter. So with rolling three d20s to try to determine what number I'll use, I'll have a +7 to my attack, and I'll be doing 1d12 plus 17 damage plus sneak attack and whatnot.
Nice.
Yeah, I even buffed both of those by +1 if I wanted to with the +1 bullet. So with the -5, I could be shooting with a +8.
Nice.
Yeah. Without it, I'll be shooting at a +12. I do the shoot.
You do the shoot.
The fact that I can potentially make a creature vulnerable to before I do it. Yeah. The fact that that Jill lets me convert my movement into a bonus action lets me do some fun things. Like bonus action, do one of my bonus action things to prep. Like apply my runes. And at the same time, I can bonus action, then convert my movement into another bonus action to aim. So I can guarantee myself advantage. Yeah. Is that number correct? Actually, I don't have it on my character sheet. I don't know. Oh, I actually have 2 more of these. More rune charges, yeah. So yeah, by level 10, I'll have it all done. So level 12, 16, and 19. 3 ASIs I have no plans for. Probably buff my wisdom. 2 of those will get it to 20. Don't want to use the last one on.
I'll just do this. Blur it. There we go. Deselect. And then we blur this as well. Ooh. Use that brush for later. That's a good brush though. There we go. Now we erase this. Oh, it's 2:05. I gotta go to work. Get ready for work now.
Oh yeah, it's 11 o'clock. I should probably have breakfast.
That's
More of
right,
a
you're
brunch at this
behind
point.
me in
Indeed I am.
time.
Well, I'm gonna go eat food, and you're gonna go and get work stuff done. So I will catch you at a later point in time. 'Twas fun playing and chatting with you, Bree.
Yeah, no problem, dude. I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Alright, we're gonna end stream here. Alright, you lot, whoever's been watching me, I gotta end stream because I gotta get ready for work. But I'll be back. Save as. We'll be back sometime. Won't be streaming again today. I won't be streaming again today as I have work, and then I'll be getting home, and then I just play games for like 30 minutes, and then I go to sleep. But I'll be streaming again tomorrow, probably when I wake up. No, actually, tomorrow I won't. Tuesday I'll be streaming again, probably, for drawing. Alright, thank you for watching. Y'all have a nice day.